All right, welcome back, everyone. This is the Game One Loves Forever, and I'm here again. As you can see, Rich came back on the podcast. Rich,
What's
thank you
up,
for
guys? How we doing?
going. Yeah, so it was a crazy weekend. The U.S. Open, it had everything that we wanted, just almost like the Masters, right? I mean, Oakmont definitely took its hostages, and someone had to win, so that was the good news.
Yeah. What a course. What a
Yeah.
course. Over 7,200 yards.
Yeah, jeez.
And the weather didn't
Yeah, that's
disappoint
true.
either.
Yeah,
The course won and the weather helped,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you saw day one and you see what was it, 4 or 5 guys under par?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, I think it was
And
like 4.
and people were disappointed. They're like,
Mhm.
hey, like what was all this
This is-
talk?
yeah,
Like what's going on? And then all of a sudden on
The real-
Sunday,
Yep.
oh buddy, JJ Spawn.
Yeah, what started with 4? Well, I mean, obviously, you guys probably by now, no spoiler alert, JJ spawned 1, so
Yeah.
congratulations, JJ. Yeah, he started what 4?
Started
out of the
4
first
under.
6. Well, but 4 out of the first 6 holes he bogeyed.
He bogeyed.
Yeah,
Was it 5 out of the 6?
something? It was like
It was
4 out of 5 or 5.
But
out of
nobody
6,
had ever won
Yeah.
shooting a 40 on the front 9.
Yeah, there.
And what a story for JJ.
Yeah.
He's won one other PGA Tour event.
Oh wow.
One. And that was in 2022.
I actually never heard of him until he was in the running with. He played the playoff against Rory in the
Players.
yeah, in the Players.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time I see.
I've been watching him this year. Like he's been coming up. He's like, he'll be top 5, top 10 after day 1 or 2.
Mhm.
And then Sunday comes
disappears.
around. And it's almost like he plays for live. If it was 54 holes, he'd win a little bit
Yeah.
more money, you know?
Yeah, he needs a shorter tournament, right?
Yeah. Well, man, he showed out. And what a putt.
Yeah, last 2 holes was amazing. It's interesting because didn't they have that par 3 that was like 300 yards, and then they had a reachable par 4 that was
Mhm.
almost like 320 or whatever it was.
Right.
How much was it?
Man,
17.
I forget how
Yeah.
far it was, but it was reachable and
Yeah, and he got
and he
there.
made it.
I thought he was going to make that. Honestly,
Yeah. That was
it's
huge.
just like the
That
way.
was
And
huge.
yeah, so I would say the big winner there is JJ. He deserved it.
He deserved it.
You know.
Man, I was pulling on Sunday. I was pulling for Hovland. I thought he was going to show up. Let's
He
go back.
hit some great shots. Yeah.
Let's go back
go ahead.
Thursday and Friday.
Okay. You'll be the lead on that because I wasn't able to watch as much. So
It was
ahead.
awesome. Thursday, Friday. Like Rory barely makes the cut.
Mhm.
Makes the birdie on 18 to seal the deal, to make the cut.
Yeah.
Which was what, +7? And he got 6, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He was
he
he was up 6. Seeing him make the cut, and then he just looked totally in shambles on Saturday. Finally showed up on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think after that first round, or not the first round, after Saturday, they asked him like, "What's your plan for Sunday?" He's like, "Just to play quick and get out of here."
100%. Yeah.
He's like, "I'm hoping for under 4 hours and I can get out of here."
Yeah. So the players that missed the cut: Phil Mickelson, Justin Thomas, Ludwig Ahlberg, Sepp Straka, who's won a couple times this year, and the biggest name for me, like Bryson missed the
defending
cut.
champion.
Yeah, missed the cut. What a shame.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Well, it's kind of thing with the U.S. Open is, it's just somewhere every year it's different, right?
Mhm.
I mean, some of the majors are different too, but I think a huge difference from Shinnecock last year
Mhm.
to Oakmont
Yep.
is all about the rough,
Right.
And so, yes, if you can't survive the rough, I don't think you can play that well.
Yeah.
So-
I was listening to somebody talk, and they're like, well, what if they just stopped hitting driver and made the fairways, right? If you take out a driving iron instead of hitting a driver and playing it safer, right? Because you're coming back from so deep. What if you played the fairway like when you're teaching, we were talking about, for me to break 90 and get lower on my
Mhm.
scores, play smart.
Yeah.
And I know they're pros. I get it.
Yeah.
But what if they were playing the
Playing smart.
fairways more?
But would they be able to hit it as far?
Well,
You know
hit
what I
it
mean?
as far or
Because otherwise they're playing what, like 2 iron?
right.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it
Although
worth
Rory,
it?
didn't you text me? Rory hit what, a
392?
390? Was it 390?
I
It was
think it's-
something
it
crazy
is
with
something
the 3 iron or something.
Right.
It was
Oh,
like
no.
320.
No, 320 with the 3 iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts.
I was like, geez, these guys. I'm happy if I hit 200 with my 5 iron.
Dude, who was the dork
220.
that hit the albatross and then was like,
Oh.
was it Perez?
Um,
I forget who it was.
No.
I'll have to pull it up. But what disappointed me when he was talking about it, they're like, "Oh, what'd you think?" He's like, "Oh, that wasn't my best one." I'm like, "Dude, you're playing the U.S. Open and you hit that?
yeah,
Like, show respect for the game."
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm glad he didn't
Yeah,
win.
I think he's a live guy too.
Yeah.
So, is it Patrick Reed?
No, not
Who was
Patrick
it?
Reed.
Anyway, yeah. I was surprised. I mean, I liked this one because there were a lot of names that we didn't see. So, for instance, I mean, Hovland you've seen, but McIntyre. I mean, I don't really
Dude, Bobby
know
Mack, bro.
I was like, I don't know.
At the
Yeah.
end.
And he probably thought he had a chance until
He definitely did until Hovland gave him the read.
Yeah.
Where
so JJ went back-to-back birdies.
I think JJ owes Hovland, 500,000 would be pretty cool. Just hey, thanks for that read, bro.
Yeah, exactly. At least
a
couple 100,000.
Right.
Because what did he finish third, Hovland?
Yeah. Yeah, +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, +1. So
I think he
so
finished
tied for
+1.
second then. Everyone else is +1.
It was awesome, dude. Like,
but I like a leaderboard when I don't know who they are. It's interesting. It's like cool. Someone's gonna win who hasn't won either ever or this is their first major, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think it was awesome. And like I said, shout out Oakmont, shout out to the PGA and all the great workers that they had out there. And on Father's Day weekend, they had hundreds of volunteers out there.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, you would love that if I was a father. Like, you mean I got to help out watch the major, like watch the U.S. Open on Father's Day?
You're like,
I would do that.
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a great gift.
It is always on Father's Day weekend. Huh? Yeah. I wonder why they did that, or because no one really cares about fathers, or you want to take your father.
It's the 20th best holiday, right?
At least.
Yeah, you celebrate ghouls and goblins. Yeah. You celebrate ghouls and you saw it too. Then. Yeah. That was so.
He's
funny.
like, you telling me trees are more important than dads?
Makes sense.
Like, well,
yeah,
we don't have a good track record,
right?
Yeah. So I don't blame people, but yeah.
Let me ask you this: who was the biggest loser in your eyes?
Biggest loser? Well, probably only because he was defending champion would be Bryson. Only in the aspect that he actually didn't make it to the weekend. But I think as far as public opinion and how everybody views him, he's still number one in most people.
Yeah.
But I would say, in my opinion, he's the biggest loser just because he wasn't able to defend. It's like wasn't even there on the weekend. So how can you,
I feel like
how can you defend your title?
I feel like the sport of golf missed having him this Sunday.
Yeah.
And that says a real testament for those of you who don't know, like I've never liked Bryson until this last year. He started coming around after he stopped being a dork. Right. Yeah. Like he's all about the game. I love how much he's passionate about the game, how he's introducing new fans and taking care of the kids, like slapping it, like high-fiving everybody. And like, he's a good people's champ. Right. Reminds me like John Cena in wrestling, like nobody's mad at him. And then now nobody's mad at Bryson.
Yeah.
He knows who he is. Like he's cool.
Yeah.
He's probably one of my biggest losers too. Man, I wanted to see Scotty do it.
Yeah, he had a chance. I mean, I kind of watched some of his stuff on Sunday and he was there. He just wasn't. It's like the little things he missed.
He three-putted 7 times.
Yeah, I saw the lip outs.
He three-putted 7 times on the week.
Yeah.
And then had 5 3-putts or something. Or no, 3-putted 7 times and like 5 lip outs or something like that. Like
he
just when you're not on, you're not on.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Comes down to putting. Yeah. I 3-putt all the time.
Yeah.
I've had some lip outs, or I just burn the edge.
JR 3-putt laundry. That's what we call them.
You want to play 3-putt poker against me? You win. Yeah. Or at least I'll donate a lot of money. I might still win. You never know with the cards, but I'll definitely donate.
Yeah. So I do agree with you. Bryce is probably one of the biggest losers. Bobby Mack, seeing him out there and then being so close, it was cool. And then what was his name? Hammond?
Hatton.
Matt Hatton.
Yeah.
I think it was the 17th or 18th, and he hits in the rough before the sand, right? And then hits it from there, and then hits it into the sand on the other side of that, dude. And nothing made me feel better.
Or they're one of us.
I'm that dude.
Yeah.
I
Or
felt for him though, bro.
even Burns, man. Burns fell down.
Yeah.
And I did watch double bogey. He like same thing. He was in the bunker and I heard it. He got it clean and it just went all the way to the other side and back into the rough. And then he chipped it short, I think, right?
Yeah.
Again. So I was like,
and JJ even had a really bad, like he was, like you said, 5 out of 6 bogeys on the front. And then
and those are bad breaks.
Yeah, bad breaks. And then the 14th or 15th, when he hits it, he's 88 out or whatever, bounces, hits the pin and rolls back. And then he's 50 yards out. I'm like,
and he's like, dude. I think he said in his interview, he said that's at least a 2-shot swing. He thought
huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah.
So
another one of the biggest losers is whoever bet that the winner wouldn't be par or better or par or worse.
Oh yeah. I would bet that too, honestly.
I would have
bet it.
And
I thought it was for sure.
Because how does Hovland hit it behind him and give him the direct read for that? And then he sinks the putt 61 feet.
I think 65.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know. 63. Is it 61, 63, or 65?
Yeah.
One of those numbers, but still. Yeah. That's a bad beat right there.
That's a huge bad beat. I was like,
so I saw another one too, that it was 900 to 1 that no one would shoot, or any player shoots a bogey-free round. I don't think that paid out. I didn't look.
No, the only guy who didn't have a bogey is our champ, JJ Spawn, on the first day. Second day that was done. Like, that's free money.
So he did. It said any round.
Oh, any round.
Yeah, any round.
Okay, I thought it was for the full tournament.
No.
Gotcha.
So it might have paid out then.
If it was any round, he was the only one that made it through day one without a bogey.
Oh shit! So yeah. They would have.
And that helped him win, dude. Because if he hits a bogey on that day, we're in over.
Just put $10 on it.
Yeah. Just donate to the cause, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you say the biggest, other than JJ, obviously, but who is your biggest winner?
I think getting Bobby Mack on people's radars, right? Robert McIntyre, right? I think he's a really good golfer. And I think he's got some major wins coming.
So is he on the PGA Tour?
I believe I'm not 100% sure.
I wasn't sure either. I mean, because I didn't even know. He looks like a guy you just picked up from like the pub, and like he was like,
looks like one of us.
Looks like play.
Yeah.
He's got his girl.
I've swing some sticks a couple times. Yeah.
Like, I haven't been known to play.
No, I believe he's on the PGA. But yeah, I think he's probably one of the biggest winners. There's something like in the back of my mind, like John Rahm's coming. I know he's always in contention. He's falling off, but I think he's coming back. Like I think there's something there.
He definitely fell off because with anybody, you get that big paycheck, dude. It's like, what's the motivation?
Right.
Like we're all human. You make 300 million. You're like,
you see Dustin.
Do I need to practice this weekend? Just taking photos.
Right.
Photo
That's all he's doing.
Yeah. He's living the dream.
Wayne Gretzky's daughter, dude. Yeah. They just popped out those pictures last week. I'm like, dude, you should be practicing.
Yeah. So like that, like what's the motivation after you have a big page? Like you've already had the money. So what's the motivation to keep playing? But I think him not doing well on these large stages on the majors, I think is kind of reinvigorated him playing, because he was super frustrated. I think it was either Masters or the PGA, but where he was like throwing clubs and or smashing clubs. So, and
also one of the biggest losers is Rory's clubs. He threw a couple.
Yeah,
right. Yes, been there, bro.
Some new ones.
Yeah. I think Rory's with his media, what's going on there, and I don't blame him for being mad at the media, but a lot of people don't understand why he should be mad. Media, but I think if you're a new reviewer, or if you don't understand his backing on the PGA and what they've done since Live, he's the voice for the PGA, and they only leaked that his driver was out of compliance or whatever.
There's like 50 players.
And he's had the PGA's back. Like I'd be mad too. So I think he's a big loser on not contributing to the media. And one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Barry Bonds, is not in the Hall of Fame because of that. And I think it's giving Rory a bad rap.
True. But he's already won this Grand Slam. So he's like, what are they going to say to me? I'm in the history books.
It's rap, dude.
Whether they put him in or
4 guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my biggest loser, our biggest winner, is Lab Golf,
Lab
the
golf?
putter.
Uh-huh.
It's the first major they've won. So
Really?
have you seen the lab putters?
Yeah.
They kind of look weird. They're like have the
Yeah.
like question mark behind
Yep.
it or whatever it is, or
Yep.
the hook.
Yep.
I've always wanted to try one because I want to see if they're really like as stable as they say. But I'm still a Scotty Cameron person right now.
You should be. I'm a ping guy
But-
right now.
But but yeah, I think they're a big winner because now they saw on the big stage that, because I think they did something a while back where like all the previous winners were of this year's PGA, none of them were Lab. But
Right.
Lab is like, oh, our putter's the best,
Right.
most stabilized. So now finally they won one.
That's a huge thing.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
So they might, but they're freaking like $500.
Really?
I mean, what driver isn't $500?
Right.
But
Ones you buy online.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Or-
secondhand.
Well, even if you get a stock Lab putter, I think it's anywhere from $300 to $500. And then if you get it customized, then think you get into the
Yeah.
$800,000, which, I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me.
Right.
Yeah, at least not yet.
Yeah.
But no,
Maybe on the
I thought they
senior
were.
tour?
Yeah, yeah. I thought they were a pretty big winner after this because they, I think their sales are going to go up after
Mhm.
this. Because even when Bryson, he won his first U.S. Open, or he won. No, he never won U.S. Open, but whatever he won a major. I think it was before he went to live, so it was a few years back. But he was wearing like some cool Puma shoes,
Mhm.
and I saw those, and I went out and bought them because of that. So, I mean,
Huge winner.
maybe I'm easily influenced. I don't know, but I think the general public saw that and will look into it.
I think it's open doors for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Also huge winner for this event was JJ Spawn's caddy, who forgot to grab the flag.
Oh yeah, I
and
saw that.
Buzz grabbed it out and brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
Class act.
Yeah,
Class act. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that was,
that's cool.
you got to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What a story though. Did you hear how JJ Spawn's morning started on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
He's at CVS at 3 a.m.
Mhm.
for getting his kids.
Get his kid,
cigarettes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like just being a dad on
just
Father's
being a
Day.
dad,
Yeah.
dude. And then goes out
And then
with
goes
it,
out. Yeah, maybe that's why he had to shake off the
Yeah.
first few holes.
And California
of
boy,
sleepy.
California boy. I'm super happy. It was awesome because like Rory got the Grand Slam, Scotty got Quail Hollow, right? And to have like so many guys in the field that are looking for their legacy, building it up and all that stuff. And JJ seems like one of us,
Mhm.
right? Just a dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's just a guy, right? We call those Jags, right? Just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And just watching him win, like it's not about legacy for him, right? It might be, but he's just a humble dude and
Mhm.
awesome. Like you see his excitement, you see the tears coming down. Like
Oh yeah.
that was really cool to see.
And even when he was talking about his round, he was like just kind of in shock still. Like,
Yeah.
So-
It didn't quite set in.
Yeah.
It seemed like
Yeah, I don't think it will until you really get into
until
it.
that check hits.
Yeah. And you're
like oh, right? Yeah, like I said, his only other PGA win was a 2022.
Yeah.
Wild.
So real quick, we'll take a break and kind of put the U.S. Open on the back burner for a minute. I have one in mind, but what would you say is a tip or a swing tip so we're trying to do like a tip of the week, kind of help you guys out or help us out, just kind of talk it through, something that we either learned or just something we saw on the internet or whatever, a swing tip of the week. So, kind of throwing it on you, but what's your swing tip of the week? here?
No, dude, that is actually such a good question. You've known for about 8-9 months now, finding fairways has been really hard for me. And it's been one of the most frustrating things because
Mhm.
my irons are playing good. My short game has been really good, like get better and better and better. And I couldn't find a fairway to save my life,
Mhm.
And I actually found online, just a quick video.
Yeah.
One of the easiest tips was go grab a PVC pipe from Home Depot. It cost me all of $5. I cut it down to 6 foot and just practice sweeping, like swinging
Super wide,
with it,
right?
right? Swinging wide. Easiest thing ever. Awesome. And it helps me. I'm a feel guy.
Yep.
So it helps
Yeah,
me
me
feel
too.
that. And so I started doing that last week, I just found like 7 fairways on Saturday,
Yeah.
which was huge for me.
Yeah.
I'm driving at 250 without having to put
Oh,
both
nice.
cheeks
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I'm finding, I'm like, dang, dude, out driving some buddies. You know,
Yeah.
we played with Jason on Thursday, and we were playing Wolf, and Jason and Mitch were in my group,
Mhm.
and I called Wolf after my drive or whatever, and I was like 5 yards behind Jason, who was a really good player.
Yeah, yeah.
And I won that hole
Nice.
as Wolf.
So lone wolf,
Yeah.
you call it when it's your own drive? Is that what you do?
Well, because I was first, right? So I can choose to be Wolf
Yeah.
off the tee, or wait for the next player, call them, or automatically third or fourth guy.
Got
right?
it. Okay.
And in this case, it was Mitch who was playing third because we were only in 3.
Yeah.
He would have been my partner, but I was like, oh, there. And then Jason barely outdrove me. I don't even think it was 5 yards. It might have been 3.
Yeah.
But what's cool about this trick with the PVC pipe is like swinging it and getting used to like having it come over the ground and what feels good. Cause you know, if you're in front or if you're behind, like you're going to feel off.
Yeah.
And it actually showed me that I don't know why I didn't remember this, but there's different swings for the driver and the irons and your hybrids, right? You don't hit your putter like you're hitting an iron, right? And then you don't hit your irons like you're hitting a driver. And I was trying to do similar things. And it showed me what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think that's one thing we definitely forget or we don't know when we first start. There's a driver swing, then there's your woods, so your fairway woods, then there's an iron swing, and then wedges even.
Pitching,
for me, wedges,
pitching or tipping,
each one, and then
your putter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 5 different swings.
Right.
That's why it's so hard.
Even then,
that's why this game is so hard.
When you're pitching, right? Or if you're are you in a bunker shot? Right? Like that's a different shot.
Yeah.
Like keep the weight on the front foot. That's how I get out of bunkers, right? Make sure I keep that weight down. But yeah, that was my tip of the week for anybody. If you're having struggles finding your driver or getting off the tee, go to Home Depot, grab a PVC pipe, cut it to 6 feet, right? And just practice swinging. Just hit the top of the grass, and just come all the way through. And man, it helped. It opened up the world for me.
Yeah. No, I like that because it's something easy you can do. Like you said, $6, $10, whatever, and just swing. And you can do it anywhere, as long as you have room.
I'm just in my front yard.
Yeah. See,
just in my front yard, just out there with the PVC pipe, looking like a weirdo.
Yeah. So, I think that's a good one for everyone. It's easy to do and
very affordable.
Help you. And I find that even if I'm not playing well, as long as if I can get off the tee, I have a fun round. Right? It makes it 100 times. As long as I'm getting off the tee, sure, stuff happens in between. Or I 3-putt, but at least I'm like, if my driver's on, I have a happy good round.
You've seen me.
Yeah.
Watch me struggle off the tee. And even if I'm doing well, putting, like, or chipping or anything like that, what do I look like after? I'm way happier. Left-hand anger. Left-hand anger. Yeah.
So my tip of the week is, so I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it also kind of came up, is tempo. So it's very much like, and I've noticed I've tried to do this and take a very slower backswing. And basically there's 2 ways you can do it. You can do 1 on your takeaway, 2 at the top, and then 3 downswing. It's almost like 2 seconds up, 1 second down. The other way you can do it is you can say a name. So like on the radio, on a sports radio, I heard them say you can do like Angelina Jolie. You do Angelina Jolie.
That's great.
So, whatever it is, right?
Well, just
but
like
it's really the 1, 2, 3. And that's the fast. And a lot of us, when we start, we think the whip from the backswing is what gets all that power, but it's really not.
It's everything coming down.
Everything coming down. Because there's guys who are not guys, but there's that one guy who pauses at the top. And so he's got no momentum. Right?
Nothing.
And then it's all in the down.
Oh, what's his name? I was watching that.
I think it's Ben. Ben. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he calls him, I think he's the pause king or something. But anyway.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's huge. That's a great tip.
And so that's really helped me to stay very stable, because when I get in trouble, I start swaying, or I try, swaying or get my heads off, or
I remember that feel.
Or on the downswing, then I'm forward. Right. So it's really the tempo of counting, and then also just staying really stable on my.
Your driver is one of the prettiest things I've seen.
Yeah, it's really good right now.
I don't know other than John Burke,
Yeah.
right? Who's
See-
really doing better.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think sometimes I can get John on drives, but anything after that, he's just so consistent.
he's
Like, I mean, if you guys watch, we were talking about John Burke. He's been on a couple times. Yeah, he's just so consistent.
he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We did on Saturday, we played Copperopolis, and there's 3 groups of us, and my buddy had hit me up. He's like, "Oh, we have room for one more." I was like, "Hey, I'll bring somebody," right? And put us together or whatever. And he's like, "Hey, how's he play?" I was like, he's scratch. Right.
He's all
And
right.
he's like, "Dude, of course Rich does this, right?" And then I'm playing with his brother, and his brother's like, "Yeah, dude, Jeremy called me after you said, hey, John's a scratch golfer." He's like, "I don't want to call Rich a liar, but you might."
yeah.
And we got paid.
Yeah. What John Depp shooting? Oh, you guys didn't your own score, right?
Well, we played a shamble. So the first 10 holes, you're playing the first best shot, and then you're playing your
Then you play
ball,
home ball
and then
from
you
there.
count the 2 best scores. And then that was through 10. And then you played Wolf after, but for the last 8 holes. So you have all 4 guys going twice. And you count the scramble score of the 3 and the one from the Wolf. You add those up in your total score.
Okay.
I think we ended with
It's a cool.
156, and the next closest was 166, and then 168. So
Yeah, that's cool. I like that that kind of style. It changes it throughout.
I don't like paying $120 and not playing my own strokes. You know what I mean? But
That is true. So that's an issue I have with like when we go play Yochadihi. I want to do something fun like that where it's either a scramble or you play your own ball, or like maybe best ball where you still play your own ball, but then you take the best score, or you take the cumulative score, whatever it is, right? But also play net. So it's like, because you're, like you said, you're paying $120 at least.
Yocha is $250.
Yeah.
So on a bad day.
Yeah. So like you said, I feel bad trying to play like a weird, or if you're not playing your own score on a very nice course that
we play with some competitors,
So I'm sure we could do it, but I just, like you said, I would just want everybody to have their own ball. So if we did do anything like that, they'd play around.
They just play the 2 best scores or whatever and say, "Hey,
figure it out."
cool." Or like, "Hey, whatever team has the most birdies or whatever," or like Eagle counts for 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. True. Stableford.
Yeah.
Stableford. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
something like that'd be fun.
Yeah. It'd be
Then you're still playing your stroke play, so you can still check your handicap and all that stuff. And somebody like me that really wants to get my handicap down, right? You know what I mean? And like see how good I can be. Yeah.
And that's a course too, where you're like, let's say you're playing munis or you're playing around Sacramento and you're just finally like, okay, we're gonna play Yocha. You're like, I want to see where I am, right? Because that's a course that tests you.
Well, yeah, we're playing the Ridge the first time, and not playing in a month because my leg and all that stuff. Dude, the first couple holes, I was so like off. I had lost all my golf etiquette. Also, let me share with you guys. Tip of the week. This is bigger than golf.
Yeah.
This is life-saving. At the Ridge, if you guys know Northern California, we have a lot of rattlesnakes. On the 4th hole, you know how dog legs right out over the ravine? Mitch lost his ball long left of the green. I was like, "Don't worry, I got eyes on. I know where it's at." And I'm back up there. Didn't bring a club. And all of a sudden, bro, like less than 4 feet away, like where the bottom of your leg chair is, your chair leg is, it was that close.
I heard you say
I jumped so high. I was going, oh, right?
I heard you say, I saw a rattlesnake.
Dude, oh my God. That would have been horrible to pay $120 and have to leave before I even could finish the 4th hole.
Yeah. It was 120. But
no, it was 70. 70 there.
Yeah.
The 120 was
I wouldn't charge you guys that much.
Yeah, no, it was 70. But
yeah, I thought about that too. I'm like, that's a horrible, you got to run to the doctor.
Dude, it was like 5 foot, or like it was a big one. So like I probably wouldn't have died because it's not a baby. You know what I mean? But it would have been a bad day.
Yeah.
So if you're in a place where you have rattlesnakes, grab a club. Always take a club and pat the ground. It warns them that you're around, and they'll let you, right? They'll either move or they'll let you know, "Hey, I'm around."
Yeah.
So be careful out there. Yeah. That would have been.
Yeah. After you said that, I think you said hole 4, right? After that, I didn't go look for any balls after that.
Nope.
Or if I could see it, I did that. I smacked around with the club and like.
Yeah. Found that out. That's a huge tip. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was my
it's not-
first rattlesnake
not even
experience
with
on
that
a
Pro
course.
V. Pro V
No,
one.
no, dude, I got enough in my garage,
Yeah.
dude.
Like you can have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so those are tips of the week. You know, if you hopefully they help you out, and if not,
Maybe they save your life.
yeah.
So you said tempo.
Yeah.
We have the PVC pipe, right? Practice your swing with that, and then take a
And
club
take
when
a
you're
club.
looking for them.
Yep.
Yep. When you're
That
looking
is
for your
true.
ball.
Every time I go into the weeds or something, people will always remind me like take.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't have that problem anymore, but you know, someone should.
Well, now I can
shout
teach
at you.
somebody else.
Yeah. Mitch should have had your back.
He was looking too, dude.
Did you find your ball? His ball?
Nope.
Oh, no, went back in. Like,
Nope.
free drop.
Nope. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't. Nope.
Mess
I
around
was
with
gonna go kill it, and then I was like, you know what? It warned me.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like, let nature be nature. I don't want to do anything.
I wonder what the golf course's stance is on that. We should have asked him. Like,
Yeah.
do you want us to kill him or?
Yeah, if I was gonna eat it, you know what I mean, I'd be more privy to, but it's not gonna grab
Yeah.
one from I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
All right. Well, so getting back in the U.S. Open talk, in Oakmont specifically, do you think that it lived up to the hype?
For me, it did.
Yeah.
And I know people were upset on Thursday when there was like 7 guys under par, and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be normal."
But I always think there's no pressure on Thursday.
No,
You know what I mean? There's no pressure.
Saturday and
Today and Saturday. there's
Friday
pressure.
afternoon,
Yeah.
to make the cut.
Yeah.
Right. And then Saturday on the back nine, like it really starts coming down, and then Sunday.
Mhm.
Right. And you saw the course come out. I loved it, man.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
The
I
fact
think-
that the winner was the only one under par, and he was one under par. I think it's great for golf.
Yeah. I thought for sure the winner would be plus. So, but no, I mean, from what I saw, I liked it. I know I think Burns complained after the rain delay that there's puddles and stuff, and like,
So there's
unfortunately,
contemplation, like, okay, Biggest Loser, did Sam Burns get screwed on that? And the thing is, it wasn't standing water, and you can't tell how much pressure he's
Yes.
putting with his foot.
yeah.
Like,
It wasn't until he pushed down, right? Yeah.
you know, well,
I saw that too.
it's hard to tell,
Yeah.
right? He's not showing you his leg; he's showing you his foot. Like,
yeah.
I can do that. I can put a lot of
Yeah.
pressure on my leg without pushing my toes down. So he had two judges out there, right?
Mhm.
They both said no.
Mhm.
I think I think there might have been some pressure on that foot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You think the course lived up to the hype?
I
this
do.
year?
I do. I mean, I like when if the pros can't shoot under par, that's a fun because anybody can win, right? It's when it's
Mhm.
like 17 under, 11 under, it's like, okay, the course was gettable, right? If everyone is like
Yeah.
under par.
If everybody's reaching,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Their scramble shots out of the rough
Yeah.
are really good.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
Or if there's
we want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think the course was great? Do you think it was great for golf?
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I
Comment.
think the course won. I love when the course wins. Makes me feel human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did feel, like I was saying, I felt bad for Burns, but when he had that bogey or double bogey, I forget what hole it was, but you know, I felt bad, but then I'm like, okay, they're human too, right?
Right.
It's like,
If it's not your day, it's not your day.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Both him and Scott kind of fell off,
Yeah.
right? Adam Scott.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah. One of the biggest losers too, Adam Scott, for sure.
Hit a chance to
But
be
also like JJ was lost on Sunday until the rain delay. You know,
yeah.
he was lost
in the beginning. They didn't even play any of his shots.
Yeah.
Like I don't think until the last maybe 14 or from 14 on, 15 on,
Mhm.
they weren't really playing his shots.
Right.
Because before the rain delay, I don't think they played any of them because they're like, oh, he bogeyed. Oh, he bogeyed.
Right. And how do you go from being in first, you're in the last group on Sunday, to in the first 5 holes,
Mhm.
you're now even par? Like, dude, it was
He
awesome.
came back, though.
Were you watching? Like, you could see the clouds in the back where it was like
Oh,
raining,
yes.
like 400 yards, 500 yards away. And then you're like, dude, that's got to be dumping on him.
Mhm.
And then
And then
Yeah.
it came in.
it came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think Oakmont. I meant to look. I know it doesn't do any good here, but where the next US Open is.
What did they
I
say?
feel, yeah, actually, I looked. They have it until 20. Dude,
Let's
look,
see.
they have it until they know where the next US Open is going to play until 2051. Can you believe that?
That's
Just,
awesome.
just look up US Open future, um,
Yeah, I got it.
future courses.
Riviera
Oh, okay.
in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah. See, we finally have a someone who can look up on the
So
internet.
2026
Someone just
Shinnecock.
making stuff up
Yep.
up here.
2026 Shinnecock
Shinnecock, okay.
in New Jersey or New York. Then 2027.
So
This
it's
would be great.
Wingfoot. It was Wingfoot last year.
Oh, yeah.
Wingfoot, yeah.
That's in 2028. 2027 Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach. Yeah.
That's going to be
I
electric.
still, I mean, okay, here's what do you have you been to a golf tournament before live, like in person?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
So
I
was
did
gonna
put
ask
in for the
you-
Masters.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, how do you feel? Because it's so there's at home, you get to watch all of the shots, right? You get to
Mhm.
see all of it go down. And I feel like it's an immersive like event when you're at home. It's really for golfers, it's good to watch at home. But when you go to one, you're kind of like chasing people around. You're like, do I stay at this hole and watch everybody come through? Or
Have you?
or do I walk with the group?
have
Yeah,
you-
so I've been a few.
What
and
do
then-
you do?
So every time we've done something different. One time we got there a little late, but we sat at a hole at is the AT&T Pro-Am at Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
So we just sat at one hole and kind of saw everybody come in, and that was kind of cool. But then the other time we didn't even really, we watched like the first hole, and then we just were drinking the whole time. So we didn't even see any golf. we didn't even get one.
Yeah.
Like I saw
Yeah.
maybe 2 shots and then we were
Right.
drinking. And then we went up to the Tahoe
Celebrity
golf
Yeah.
tournament. And the first time we went, we just sat at 18 and watched everybody come in. And then the other
That's a great
time
hole.
we started on 1, and then we kind of messed up because we just followed that same group, which was kind of weird.
Mhm.
But really you want to see like everybody come through. So I know the thing I liked least was following that same group.
Yeah.
Unless it's like professional, like Phil or I don't know, or
Anybody.
well, PGA I wouldn't watch Live, but
Right.
that's
Right.
Live. No.
Right. Old Phil.
Yeah. Yeah. Or yeah, follow a group. But I would say I like my ideal, and I've never done this because now after doing everything, is go backwards. So basically walk the course backwards. So
Mhm.
then you're seeing all the groups come in,
Right.
and you're not necessarily seeing them play every hole or seeing them play a certain hole. You're just kind of going backwards, right? So you can see, I don't know. That's my idea anyway, after doing it a few times.
Yeah.
Like, but no one wants to do that because the groups I was going with didn't want to really walk, or you run out of
We'll go.
beer, or you run out of beer, then you got to go
We'll
refill.
go.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I haven't been to a tournament. I would imagine like I'd probably want to follow like, on Sundays, like follow the main group. But then also I'm not a big crowd guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably wait at the 18th, like watch somebody earlier and then hang out on the 18th and then check the score. Hey, where are these guys
Yeah.
finishing at? I like the stats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see where guys finish. I want to see like what they do, especially when the pressure's on the line, what's going on. And then you're already having your seats when Scotty rolls up in the last group,
Yeah.
wins
Or
the players,
Yeah,
and
or-
wins
yeah.
whatever.
Hey, we're already on the players.
Yeah, I'm already
Yeah.
next to you, dude.
At the Masters.
Right.
So tell us about how easy or hard it is to sign up for the tickets for the Masters.
So funny
What's the
story.
process?
So funny story.
Because I haven't done it. Is it already closed?
I have no idea.
Oh,
My
okay.
fiance
I should-
did it.
I should.
So
get it.
my guys had sent me, a couple guys sent me a link, or I saw it on X or something like that, the Everything app. I saw it out there and I sent it over to Allie, right? And then come to find out, we were like talking about it with some friends. I was like, oh yeah, I got to put in for that. And she's like, I already did. And you can only do it one for household. I tried to do it for you too. Right. So I
already knew the rules and everything.
Yeah, she figured it out, dude. But that's why I married her. Like,
yeah.
guys, big tip of the week here. Find a girl that loves the things you love to do or loves them for
or
you.
yes, yeah,
Loves them
loves
for
you,
you.
yeah,
Yeah, right. Like
loves you enough to love it.
yeah. But she don't even love it, but she'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so I don't know. All I do know is that you can only do one per household.
I know that.
Under the address or whatever. Maybe I find
And-
out next year, or maybe she just does this for me every year, and that's awesome. I'd prefer that.
Yeah. Like, you take care of this part.
Yeah.
I'll just go to the tournament.
And that's why I married her.
Yeah. You know how many tickets she put in for?
2.
Is it only 2?
No, well, I know she put in for 2, me and her,
Yeah,
because she would go. She would go. Yeah. It's Augusta, dude. We're going.
I think it's crazy. I didn't realize, and I think I said this in my master's episode, I didn't realize that you can only pick, if you win, you can only pick one day. It's not like you get to pick the, you don't get to pick like, oh, on a weekend pass, or I want a 2-day pass.
Right.
You only get one day.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? Did
That's
you know
cool. No.
that? Okay.
No,
Well, you're like, I don't know anything. I know I'm in the
it's
money.
zero clue. I know they're in, and it'd be awesome. Right. Like it'd be cool, dude. We'll just put it in for every year. And honestly, dude, I don't care if it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Like, just to go would be awesome.
Just to walk the grounds.
And I think Thursday and Friday has a lot of attributes to it because you get to see everybody.
True.
You get to see
regardless
everybody,
of who makes
right,
the cut,
and you get to see who makes the cut, who doesn't make the cut, like what happens. Obviously, Sunday's by far probably the best day because you get to see the winner, you get to see the ceremony and all that
trophy,
all the good stuff. But
I would say it's like my wife's equivalent. Like when we went to Italy or Tuscany for the first time, she saw the rolling hills. She like had a tear, and that'd be me. Like walking on the Masters, like have a tear roll down. She's like, "Are you crying?" Like, no.
Yeah, when I played at Edgewood right before the celebrity golf tournament, so we played the week before, me and Bobby, and they were all setting it all up and everything like that, and I was like, it's different when they have the stands out there. Like it's a different course.
It feel cool.
It was really cool. Yeah. Until I hit the 17th. Until the 17th when I shanked it off there, and then it's behind. Then I have to put or like pitch out. And I'm like, dude, I would have a shot.
Yeah.
It'd be a touch.
This wasn't here.
Yeah. This freaking thing. Somebody come move this. Yeah. But I think it'd be really cool. Like if you could go to the Masters, if you got tickets for next year, which day would you go? Which day would you prefer?
I think I would say, now that you got me thinking about the fact you can see everybody, so I might do Friday, honestly, because you can see who made the cut. You'd still stay probably Saturday for maybe a parties, or I'm sure there's like bars around there.
Well, if we're flying there from here, we're staying for a week. Yeah. 4 days.
So so I think I would do Friday. So then that way, then Saturday you could still party or whatever you want to do, maybe golf even, like hit some courses around. And then Sunday, watch it at home at TV or watch it on the TV.
Go down to the bars and
then,
watch it, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it'd be Friday.
Yeah. Friday'd be fun. Right. Where would you guys like to watch it? Put it in the comments, share with your friends. We'd love to see what you guys think.
Yeah. What day are you picking?
Oh, that's tough. Man, Sunday would be so sick.
Sunday.
Sunday would be so sick, dude. Yeah.
You're picking Sunday.
But like my preference between Thursday or Friday would be Friday. Thursday would probably be pretty cool because there'd probably be, well, the Masters, it's going to be packed, but yeah. Whatever day's got great weather.
I don't even know because I'm pretty sure they come. I think the tickets come out. I don't even know. I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
Why am I pretending?
We have so much to learn.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I did so much research for this. Yeah.
That's why this is the game one loves forever, because there's so much to learn. Yeah.
And I feel like it changes every year too. So, well, anything else you got for us, Rich? Any updates? I know you came on and had your, resolutions episode. Have we made any? Have you beat any of them?
No,
you haven't beat me, so I know that's not what.
No, dude, I don't know, because you're on fire right now, and I'm not.
I'm coming alive. Yeah.
We lost our first tournament against Bobby and Chad. The second one, I was injured, and I got injured the week of, and so like I tore my groin, and so I'm just starting to play again. Last Thursday was the first time I was able to play. I've been able to play pretty consistently. I've hit balls and got no pain. So we're like,
Yeah, you recovered from that pretty quickly. I was pretty impressed.
There's a hole in my leg, dude.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like I'm not
I
lifting
gotta give you proud. Yeah,
till August. I'm not lifting any legs. I can ride a bike, I can walk, I can do that stuff, but
yeah. That's why I don't lift heavy anymore because I don't want to get hurt for golf. Honestly,
yeah.
just glamour muscles.
Yeah, just cold plunge more often, dude.
Yeah,
But
glamour muscles. Really.
no,
Beach body.
I have been able to practice a little bit, and then now because I wasn't able to drive, right? Like hit my drive or whatever. I'm practicing more and more. So we're getting dialed in. Of course, I'm able to get off the tee. My putting's lagging. Well, my pitching it was not good this last week. So
Okay.
but I think that's ring rust, you know what I mean? Or link rust.
Link.
You know what I mean? Links rust.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're back on the grind. We're hitting some balls. Training at home. I got to put the Rapsado up, you know,
Nice.
but I got a mat that I'm putting up in my backyard. Got the
Nice.
net, put up the Rapsado. So I'll be practicing more.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Nothing new. I mean, I have shot the two rounds so far under 80.
You got 3 more, right?
And no, I'm trying to do 10.
10?
So I got 8 more.
8 more. We'll
I need
do
to play,
better.
I need to play some more. Yeah, I need to play. Yeah. I mean, we went on a trip, so
Well, if you were going to Austin
2
with me.
weeks, yeah, yeah, get 2 or 3 rounds in, huh?
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been close. I shot another 81 at Empire, so I'm close. I'm just losing focus at the end, which is interesting. But what did I shoot? I shot the ridge was 86,
Right.
or 15 over, it was 87. Anyway, I beat Mitch. That's all I know.
You did beat Mitch. You did beat. He had a bad day.
Yeah. I saw him off the tee. I'm like, today's my day.
Instantly, bro. I've never seen him. I've
I haven't
never
seen
seen
Nick
him
that bad.
dude. I've never seen him play like that in my life, you know. And it happens to us all, man. And we just saw all the pros.
Yep.
Only 1 under par after 4 days.
Yeah.
Yep, humbles
So,
and just in the lab, man.
Yep, that's what we're about to get to. After this, we're gonna show Rich.
Still.
Yeah, I'm gonna show Rich how it's done after this. So, thanks, guys. Thanks for everyone watching. Please, if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, and comment too. That really helps.
Really awesome of you guys to watch and share. Hey, if you want me back, I would love to know any of you new golfers, what questions you might have for me on little swing tips, or maybe how we could show up better for you guys. God bless you all. It'd be great.
Yeah, thanks. And thanks to X Golf. Thank you, Chuck. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.